Hello Internet and welcome to the Nintendo Sushi Gabe and Abel's Happy Hour. My name is Abel, it's not, it's Ace. And joining me here today we have history's favourite president, Gabraham Lincoln.
In the streets!
In the streets indeed, my good friend. So...
my good man.
My good man. So,
Our second Gabe and Abel.
a second Gabe and Abel. Technically third, because the first one was sort of like
Oh, yeah. The
a happy accident.
Yeah.
Like a pregnancy.
Ah, yeah. It's a beautiful way of looking at it. Unless it's planned.
A beautiful mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, you good?
Yeah, I'm really good, yeah.
You're good. I kind of like that, the Gabe and Abel sort of element to the podcast. So for the people out there who don't know who we are, my name is Ace and this is Gabe. We've already been through that. No. And we did a Nintendo Sushi podcast for the past couple of years.
Yeah. 2 years.
Sailed past, well, yeah, kind of.
Pretty much.
Not quite, but I don't know when it was. No, it was March the 13th.
Yeah.
Truth to 07's birthday.
True.
So we sailed past episode 100. Boop boop, all like that. And we thought we kept going off topic with the whole Nintendo stuff. So we thought we would do each week an off topic one and then a Nintendo based one the next week.
We thought we would
Bring this to video. Have our Tetris ice cubes.
Oh yeah, we got Tetris ice cube. Let me see if I can get one out. Ooh, they're slippy. Slip a little bit. Oh, that one's mesh. I like different shapes and sizes.
Oh my god, my finger is freezing, and it is really...
And if you want more Tetris, then check out our video of us playing Tetris Jenga on YouTube and on our website.
NintendoSushi.com. So yeah, so that's what we do. And then each week, I bring a topic, Gabe brings a topic, and you beautiful people bring a topic. If you want your topic done on a future episode, comment down below, or tweet at us at Nintendo Sushi, or send us an email, hello@nintendosushi.com. Again, you can buy great merchandise. I'm wearing one of the t-shirts today. I've usually got one of our hats on, but not today.
There's one there.
There's one here.
There's a hat there.
As
we
you
have
can see.
hats, mugs, other t-shirts, girls' t-shirts, and girls' cuts.
Baby's t-shirt. No,
No, we don't have babies' t-shirts.
we might do.
We haven't infected the minds of children yet.
No.
So we've got that, and also we've got the Cooper Club.
The Cooper Club. Tell me about the Cooper Club, guys.
The Cooper Club. Okay, so the Cooper Club's a new thing we've... actually, it's been going a couple of weeks now. Reasonably new. Where you become a member. You subscribe to us. Okay?
Where did they get that?
They get that...
NintendoSushi.com/Cooper Club.
Cooper Club.
KOOPACLUB.
And you can become a Cooper Club Cub.
A Cooper Club legend.
Yeah. Or a King Cooper. And what you get is, for $1 a month, just one small, measly dollar, you get...
One small step for man.
Yeah. One giant podcast for mankind's ears. You get the audio podcast a day early. For $5 a month, you get the audio podcast a day early. You get the video podcast a day early. You will also receive the extra podcast that we record just for our $5 and up subscribers only. So a full extra podcast a month. Also, we're doing for $20 a month, you get all the below. The extra podcast, the video early, the audio early. You also get a 20-minute Skype conversation with us two every month. For $35 a month, to be a King Cooper, you get a piece of merchandise such as a hat, a t-shirt, really good quality merchandise that you can find on NintendoSushi.com/shop. You get a piece of merchandise every month. You also get the other things, so the 20-minute Skype conversation, the extra podcast, the video early, the audio early.
Our intro's a bit long.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. But we've done it.
We've done it.
We're getting all that stuff out of the way so we can just talk about it.
Right, okay, so the whole thing with Gabe and Abel's happy hour, it's never an hour. Ever. Guaranteed. Gabe and Abel's hour, guaranteed never to be an hour. The reason why we called it Gabe and Abel's
it's like a baker's dozen, it's not a dozen. No. A happy hour is not an hour.
It never is though, is it?
Happy hour isn't, no, it's always like 2 hours or 3 hours.
This is not going to be 3 hours.
No.
So the format was Gabe goes first with his topic, which is going to be now. Then I go
second. And
then you lot go third.
Yeah.
And as well, this will come out, if you're a Cooper Club member, you'll be able to get this on potentially video and audio on the Sunday. Then on the Monday, you'll be able to get the audio version on iTunes and all Stitcher and all the kind of iTunes
Hopefully
podcast
every
directories out there.
directory.
If there's one that's it's not on, just let us know and we'll get it on there.
Slice it down.
And then following the week, Monday, depending with these ones, it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Yeah.
You'll get each topic on video, and then on the Saturday you'll get the full video.
Yep.
Cool.
So that's it. So
Gabe, what's your topic?
should we dive into our first topic? Okay. Now you know me.
I do.
You know that I'm a bit of a geek.
Yeah.
In terms of superheroes, in terms of a lot of the comic books. I like comic books and stuff. And what I wanted to kind of discuss was the good,
The bad, the ugly.
bad, and I suppose.
Can we do that?
Yeah, the good,
Of
the bad. and
of
the
what?
Well, kind of interpretation or representations of comic book characters. Now, I'd like to start off with Superman. I'd like to discuss some of the good,
the bad, the ugly.
Yeah, exactly. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Now, for me, good. There's been a lot of good cartoons. Last Son of Krypton was good. Oh, the Justice League, the main Justice League cartoon is very good.
I haven't seen a lot of them, so I can't comment.
I watch them
what
on
I've seen. I've
Netflix.
liked. What I've
Yeah.
seen, I've liked. Last Son of Krypton, I've seen it.
Last Son of Krypton was really good. I like Last Son of Krypton. I used to like Krypto the Superdog when I was a kid. I know that's not Superman, but still, I was not really in that universe, but then kind of was. But the good, the good, Smallville. Smallville was I felt that Smallville was a
you have
very,
to
very
pick
good
one
representation
good,
of Superman.
one bad, and one ugly.
Okay. My good, I am going to go with Smallville.
Okay.
For Superman. What's your good?
Naturally would be Smallville.
Yeah.
I've told many times of when I used to be at school, I used to not go.
Skip school.
Skip school.
Cheesy beans and toast.
Yeah, well, the thing was, like, I used to skip school all the time, but my friends didn't.
Yeah.
Apart from, I think Smallville used to be on a Tuesday night.
Okay.
And
So
no, Smallville used to be on a Monday night, and on a Tuesday they used to like come with me because I was already being a little shit. We would all go to a kid called Ryan's house, not Ryan from Smallville.
Yeah.
And he would tape it the night before, and we all swore we wouldn't watch it. Sometimes I broke that promise, and I'd have to pretend. We'd get to his house, and we'd all watch it with cheesy beans on toast.
Sounds good. I'm glad the education system was working for you there.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I thought that in terms of him as a character, developed him. You know,
it had terrible seasons.
It did have terrible seasons. The Lana and the Witch, all that stuff.
Should it have been 5 seasons long, instead of 10?
Possibly.
Yeah.
But there again, it wasn't that it went bad after 5 seasons.
Not that I sort of want to get too deep into the...
Because season 10 was very good.
Too deep into plug-in. But we actually talked quite in depth about how things are going too long and too little on the Cooper Club
the
show. First Cooper Club.
The $5 and up show. So, the season 10 I thought was very good. The last season. I
agree.
See, I kind of like the last 3 seasons. I like the first season. Obviously, the first season was genius.
The first 2.
The first 2 seasons were genius.
Are absolutely golden. The third season kind of is a bit weird when he first moves to Metropolis.
Yeah, that was a bit odd. He was on Red Kryptonite and
but when he first gets on the Red Kryptonite and goes off on the motorbike at the
that's
end,
cool.
That's really cool.
And it's all like, born to be wild. It doesn't have the music playing, but it should because he's on this hog. And then we have the whole... I mean, I don't want to spoil anything for anyone, but there are some bad seasons for that point on. Lana and the Witch. It's particularly a bad season for me. The full season that was about...
That's 4.
The full Kara season. Yeah, that's season 4. Oh, no, it might be 5. No, 5's good. The full Kara season 6.
Yeah.
Which was pretty much about hair all season.
Yeah.
Wasn't a massive fan of that.
No, she was the one with the blonde hair.
Yeah, but what I do like is the way they're Lois Lane. I thought it was a very, very good take on Lois Lane.
But season 6, I believe that's when Clark finally bangs Lana.
Oh, yeah. And then there's the whole, like, destroys the bed or whatever. Yeah. But I liked Oliver Queen. I think he was a really good Green Arrow.
He was a good Green Arrow.
He was a very good Green Arrow.
I wasn't superly keen about it all being entranced into the Smallville universe. It was alright. There was some good episodes. There was some good episodes
because I think
with
that
Oliver Queen. Yeah. But I didn't like it with Chloe with the tower and everything. That
got weird. It got a bit far-fetched, yeah. Far-fetched. But
well, no, because it was grounded in reality up until that point.
It was, yeah.
Because the only the thing was that his kryptonite was
Affecting
messing
the people in the
and
town,
that
yeah.
sort of makes sense. It's all an alien
Yeah.
being, and he's an alien being. That's why he's got the powers.
Then you had the Legion come on that episode, which is a bit weird, from the future, and,
yeah.
and that whole time that he spent in.
And there is no financial way she could have constructed all this.
Yeah, that's true.
Oliver Queen.
Oliver Queen paid
He
it.
paid it, didn't he? So.
And I'm thinking
I
that
take that
before. Oh, I can't say that, but someone bought it as a wedding gift.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was really, really good in terms of his character, in terms of the characters around him. I think in terms of it not being too unrealistic.
Who was your favourite secondary character in the first few seasons? Mine was Pete Ross.
I did like Pete Ross. I really liked Chloe.
Then he got on with them bloody street races.
I know, yeah, that's
Little shit.
I really, really liked Chloe again until some of the later seasons.
She was my least favourite character all the way through.
Was she?
Didn't like her.
One character that kind of really stood out for me.
Jonathan Kent.
Is Jonathan Kent.
Kent.
Jonathan Kent. He's a good-looking man as well.
Oh, he's a handsome dude.
You'd go there. Now, it was kind of that first few seasons where you're like.
Plus, they'd have found it easy to act because he's called Jonathan.
Yeah, true. It's John Schneider. I liked it. Oh no! Best secondary character. Best secondary character in Smallville. Well. He's obviously Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Come on, shout out to Michael Rosenbaum.
That's again when he gets dropped later on. It's like. Oh.
Yeah, when he goes, there's a lot of problems with kind of, and then the way they bring him back, he's mental. But I really, really loved
his obvious bald wig on.
Yeah. I really, really loved him as a character. I think again, in terms of that relationship between them two, you knew it was going to go bad because it obviously goes bad. Lex and
but you don't
Clark,
want it to.
But you don't,
you
and
want
you're like, can it just work for a few more episodes?
That first 2 seasons, they really paint and destroy in a way to the point where it can crumble. This
and I like how you don't like Clark in it at points where you're like, you know what, Clark, you're being harsh to Lex now. You know, and all the line, and I think that if Clark would have said from day one to Lex, I'm a superhero,
they'd have been best mates.
So it was Clark's fault. But I thought that is golden. Ask Truth to 07. But yeah, I think that was a particularly good one. So that was the bad and then the ugly. The bad is a hard one with Superman.
Wait. My whole thing was I was gonna pick Smallville, but because you.
Oh yeah, okay. What are you gonna go for?
Well, I was gonna go for. Does it have to be on screen?
No.
Oh, I was gonna go for. I'm a really big fan of the Superman versus Batman comic books. Yeah. Really good. There was a cool, funny ones with Superman versus Predator or something.
Superman versus Aliens,
which I've got the full collection of Superman versus Aliens.
I read them. I borrowed them.
You did. I don't think you ever gave me back, but they're all right.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
they're all right.
They're fun.
They look good.
It's stuff like that. It's in its own universe. It does what it does, and it's fun. You don't need to kind of read too much into it.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna go with the Superman versus Batman stuff. It was quite dark, quite cool, quite fun.
It was really cool. I also like their relationship, their dynamics, which is why I'm intrigued about the new film.
The bad.
See, the bad for me, I'm gonna go Brandon Routh, because I don't think it was ugly. I think it was just bad. You know, it wasn't laughable. It was just he just didn't look like a Superman. To me, he was scrawny.
No, he wasn't scrawny.
But in comparison to how Superman should look. I mean, I thought Tom Welling was a good example of someone who was
for the whole
had the body.
Christopher Reeves thing.
They were, yeah, a little bit.
And
but
I thought he played Superman well.
Yeah,
the movie was
Clark.
shit.
It was his Clark.
The script was terrible. The movie was shit. I thought he played Clark fairly well. In the whole.
I don't think he did. Because if they're trying to do it in the Reeves world, Reeves was the best Clark. Reeves's Clark was so different from his Superman, it's unreal.
Yeah.
In terms of when Brandon Routh put on the glasses and whatnot, he still kind of looked like Superman. Reeves looked like a different person. It was weird.
Yeah, I agree.
Just glasses and a hairdo. So that's why I think when they tried to keep it in that universe and tried to follow that path, because he wasn't as good as Reeves, it stood out immensely because they weren't going, well, we're not trying to be that, we're trying to do our own thing. No, this was the sequel to 2.
I did like him as Superman, though.
I didn't think he looked right in the suit. I don't know. It was his physique. He didn't have like Henry Cavill's had the best Superman physique. Like, to look at him, it's the chest. You know, that kind of, like, really big, like, proud chest. And it's something that other Supermans had. Again, but Tom Welling.
Yeah, but that was with the time.
It was with the time, yeah.
Superman never looked like that until like the 90s, where they sort of like steroided out everyone.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Beyond.
And you look at the Justice League cartoon.
It's all of the heroes.
You look at the Flash, and the Flash is like massive, and you're like, you would not be able to run that fast if you're that ripped, sunshine.
There was like this, like beginning of the early 90s when stuff was getting bigger during the 80s, but then it just went from like this to like this, and it was like. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was ridiculous,
all of them. They're all ridiculous.
So what's your bad?
Like, I prefer. Sorry.
There we go.
So Christian Bale's not a massive man. He's strong. He's strong. He's a very stable, strong man.
But it worked as Batman.
And it worked as Batman because it was believable.
Fit. Yeah.
But you didn't want. You wouldn't want Jay Cutler playing Batman.
No. Because he'd stand out a mile off.
Yeah, and it's ridiculous. Like,
it's the same. Yeah.
You don't want these lats that are like this thick and all.
But I'm alright. I'm alright with that with Superman, because if he can be acted well, where kind of he puts on a shirt and a tie, and you can't tell that he's that ripped.
Yeah.
You know, it looks good.
So the bad for me.
Yeah, because I've got a good ugly.
I've got a better ugly.
Go on. Go for your bad.
Bad. I mean, again, I would go with Superman Returns.
Okay.
But I'm not going to because
Okay.
we're at 3. The new one.
Henry Cavill.
No, not him.
No, I think he's potentially a very, very good Superman.
The film, he was really good, but the
last 50% of the film, the first 50% I thought was brilliant.
Yeah, but that's been done way too much.
No, it hasn't, because no one ever explored Krypton before.
Yeah, that's
and this
true.
new film did, and I've always kind of said that I like the fact they made Krypton into a living, breathing world.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's why I like the first half of the film, and I really, really like Russell Crowe as Jor-El. He was
really
great.
Good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that movie, I expected so much, and it just didn't deliver.
They fell into
It was a terrible story.
Yeah,
the story was crap. The
wasted
Zod
Zod.
was crap.
Yeah, they wasted Zod.
The whole it was just. Oh, look what effects we invented.
That's it. They fell into that trap, which I didn't want them to fall into.
Boom,
which
boom,
was similar
boom.
to
That's so easy to do.
But then Superman Returns fell into that trap as well, where the last half of the film was just
the whole story for that was ridiculous.
Yeah, I know, but the Superman Returns fell into that trap at the end of everything just blowing up and him picking up a continent made of kryptonite thrown into space, which Superman would never be able to do. If that much kryptonite,
they did the rocket plane thing,
which
was cool.
That was cool at the beginning.
And they landed on the
but it seems
thing,
like
and it looked very like the original, not the original Reeves, but the Christopher Reeves sort of thing. And I mean, I'm saying that movie was
the Superman
was a
films
bad movie.
start well. For me, the mostly start well, and then it's like they get out of hand.
I thought that was a bad movie. Bad, I remember the original cartoons. I quite liked them. The original animated series.
Yeah,
it was quite fun.
Yeah,
they were quite like the old original Spider-Man, Spider-Woman, all those kind of things.
Spider-Woman's awful. Spider-Woman's really, really bad, and I'm not even sure what her powers are, because she just decides she has a new power. Right, so go on. What's your bad? Oh, your bad, Henry Cavill. Sorry, my ugly. Okay, my ugly is Lois and Clark.
Oh yeah, that had not even got into my head. That's
a bad. I'm talking not just about him. I'm talking about a bad representation of a comic book world. And Lois and Clark was a bad representation.
Well, yeah, because the producer didn't like Superman.
He didn't like Superman.
He didn't want to make a Superman.
Wasn't it a she? That was a female producer. I can't remember her name. I'm sure it was a she.
Well, they didn't want to make a Superman. They wanted to create a love, like a.
They killed off Lex in season 1.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. That's fine.
No, because then they didn't replace him with anyone better. The Metallo one, where he was a boxer.
I've got them all on DVD.
And he ends up having a boxing match with Superman.
Yeah, I know.
And Superman flicks the top of his head. Yeah. And it's that guy, isn't he? That guy who's a bit Hispanic. What's his name?
Who plays Superman?
Yeah.
He's called
And he's in loads of stuff. I like
the Chris something?
Yeah, it's Chris something. I like the Lois in that.
He was in it was what's it called? Wasn't it from Desperate Housewives?
Yeah. She was similar to the Lois in the films, though. To be fair,
the guy who plays Superman in that, he was in Brittany Murphy.
Yeah,
she died, didn't she? Her last film, and he plays like the bad guy, but it's like. It was kind of cool.
He was also
they rushed it out.
He was also in an episode of Smallville.
He was.
as Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
It was.
Which was
It
a really
was,
cool
it was.
episode. So that was Superman. There's a few that I just kind of wanted to open up, not specifically to Superman, but there's quite a few. I think that.
What about my ugly?
Oh, sorry, what's your ugly?
George Reeves.
George Reeves.
Yeah.
Which one was that?
The black and white one. The black and white live action one.
Okay. Yeah.
George Reeves. The suit was awful. His pants were up here.
Yeah, I do.
It
I
was
know
like
exactly which
ugly
one.
as fuck. The George Reeves one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good shout. The Lois and Clark one. It's really bothering me what his name is.
And I thought that the Lois
Or
and
his
Clark
initial
one,
CM. I'm gonna look it up.
the original Clark one, just
The original Clark one.
the original. Sorry, the Lois and Clark one, just stressed me out. Like I was just like, if you don't like Superman, don't do Superman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I thought that their relationship was fine, but it was at the cost of every other aspect of his character, and all the baddies were just rubbish. Because fair enough, it was about their relationship, but then what? You know what I mean? What next? What was his name?
Dean Cain.
Dean Cain. Dean Cain. What a cool name. So yeah, but is there any other kind of comic book things that you think have got? You know, like, I mean, an obvious one, I know we've kind of kept DC, but would be Batman. Because I think there's so much good in the Batman universe. And I think that it's very hard because I really like the Christian Bale Batman. Well, I really like the Christian Bale Bruce. I don't like the Christian Bale Batman.
The original 1989 Batman
Yeah,
was good.
it was really good. Tommy Lee Jones was Two-Face in that film.
No.
That was...
It
was that
was-
Batman Returns?
Yeah, it was
The first one was...
the Joker.
Yeah, but I'm sure Tommy Lee Jones and the Joker were in the same one.
Oh, mate.
Two-Face was at the beginning, and then it was the Joker.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I can't even remember. What's he called? Jack Nicholson.
Or is it the Joker and the Riddler? I'll check.
No, the Riddler's one of the later stupid ones with Jim Carrey.
I thought he was
Jack
alright
Nicholson.
as the Riddler. It was just really bad writing.
Yeah, Jack Nicholson is the Joker. Who was a
Yeah.
really good Joker.
He was a really good Joker.
He probably played a traditional Joker a lot better than Thingy did, actually.
The Joker... No,
He was
the,
a lot more of a traditional
the
Joker.
Joker's a good one to
He
discuss.
looked creepy as hell.
It was the Joker, but I'm just checking who else was in this. Michael Keaton. Was
Yeah,
Batman.
well,
Have
yeah,
you seen
Batman.
the state of him now?
Yeah,
Michael
yeah,
Keaton,
yeah.
Jesus.
The worst is Val Kilmer. Have you seen him?
Oh, Val Kilmer. Oh, God, yeah. The amount of weight that man's put on. No, yeah, you're right. It was. I'm getting it confused. Batman Returns. That Two-Face is in it is just the Joker.
Yeah, it's the Joker. He's really good in it. And I had
Vicky
the
Vale.
Spectrum game.
And Two-Face as well. Which
Yeah.
is Billy D. Williams, which is Lando Calrissian.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting mixed up with. He was a different Two-Face to the Two-Face that was in Batman Returns, because Two-Face in Batman Returns was Tommy Lee Jones.
After the 1989 when they all fell apart.
Yeah.
They were just comical.
Yeah.
They were fun to watch. But yeah, should we wrap that up?
Can I just say the ugly for Batman? George Clooney was not a good Batman.
Val Kilmer was... George Clooney was...
Can I say one for the good, though, is the 60s Batman.
Oh, Adam West.
Adam West. It did a completely different thing from all the other Batman,
That's-
and it's got a really, really strong place in my heart for comedy
I've watched them all.
and for parody. Yeah,
I own the movie on Blu-ray.
the movie is genius.
And
That bit with the bomb.
if there's anything that I would like to go and watch right now, Batman,
Yeah.
it would be the 60 series.
When he's running with that bomb, and everywhere he goes to put the bomb, there's like a group of
The
children. that he
movie's,
runs and there's
the
like a
movie's
boat.
not as good.
And he's got his shark repellent.
Yeah. And when he's down in
And
the
he goes and
helicopter.
shows the helicopter, and then Robin looks, and he's got something like squid repellent,
Yeah.
octopus repellent, and shark repellent. Yeah, it's genius. That
The
rubber
movie's
shark.
not as good as some of the shows from the TV.
No.
It's still good.
I like King Tut.
Yeah, there's loads of great
Banged his
in
head
there.
and thought it was a
Bookworm.
Yeah.
Like, there's
Mad Hatter.
some great, absolutely great. Like, what's that? Ma
I'd
Parker. or
I'd very
something
quickly like to
that.
say as well the Arkham games. That's a good Batman. That's a good representation of Batman. A very good representation of the Joker as well. Very, very good.
Which is weird because the only half decent Superman game was Superman Returns.
Yeah, I didn't mind Superman Returns.
That's what I mean.
I know. I didn't mind that. A lot of people didn't like it. I think it was okay.
It was doing the Spider-Man 2 thing.
It was. And I quite like going around the city. I like playing as Bizarro, destroying the city.
Yeah, I agree.
That was good.
Oh, yeah. There was a lot of mad, crazy physics destruction you could do in that.
Yeah. I mean,
Right,
pick up the globe and throw it into space.
wrapping that up.
Wrapping that up. Sorry, I kind of went over on that one.
You
I
did.
just get excited. I get very excited. Give me the DC.